Christina from Physique 57, and I have a 10-minute burnout for your arms to get every inch of your upper body, your arms, nice and toned and firm. Grab a heavy set of weights, let's go. So we're gonna start with our shoulders. You want feet right under your hips, soft bend in the knees, elbows are gonna come up to shoulder level. Tiny little pulses, super important. So we're gonna set up posture. The chest is open, your elbows are all the way up at shoulder level. Take a nice deep breath. We're just getting your arms a little bit of a burnout. This you can complement with any kind of workout that you're doing. Whether you want to add a little extra sizzle for your arms, if you're doing something where you're focusing on abs, this is a great workout to kind of add just a little bit of an extra spice to your day. So we're gonna move on. We're getting those shoulders warm, your posture warm, chest is open, shoulder blades connected. Just to add a little bit more heat, we're gonna alternate right and left. So the idea, everyone, is you're not letting your elbows come up higher than shoulder level. Super important. So we're protecting your shoulder, we're protecting your posture. We're also setting you up to get those arms nice and strong, nice and chiseled. You have 4, 3, 2, last one. Take your elbows right by your sides. We're gonna take a bicep hammer curl. Your weights come down by your sides and they curl right up to your shoulders. Just nice and smooth. I want you to focus on maybe there may be a nice little extra squeeze at the top. And the best part about this, you can increase your weights to whatever weight or decrease your weight to whatever weight that you need or that you want. You have 4 more slow, 3, stay with me, 2, remember 10 minutes is not that long. Last one, let's take it faster. Shoulders all the way down. I want you to go down to whatever range of motion that you feel comfortable with. If you want to take it up a notch, maybe take heavier weights. You might have to change the range of motion a little bit if you need to, which is totally fine. But if you could stay with me in this full range, that extension in the elbow is gonna get those biceps fired up. Now from here, upper range. Upper range, you come up to shoulder level and then stop at elbow height. So literally just half the range. Upper range is a little less intense for those biceps, but the idea is you want to chisel every inch of your bicep. Bicep needs 2 muscles. So we have to make sure that we do enough variations and enough different styles that we get every inch of the bicep. From here, I want you to just alternate right and left. Now the challenge here, you want to keep your core activated nice and strong so that your shoulders don't rock. So none of this, right? You want to stay nice and still. You have that core control, even though the focus is your arms, your biceps, you're still working your core, your abs, your legs as well, just keeping all your posture strong. Let's take it a little bit longer, all the way down to your quads, and then out to the side diagonal. So your palms are still in the hammer position, right? So they're facing front. You're taking your weights as low as you can. And that's gonna challenge your posture, your balance, your obliques, your abs. And again, sprint, know that we're not in this set very long, and then you'll get a recovery after. So just stay here with me. You have 4, switch, 3, switch, 2, last one, but we're not done. We're gonna take your palms right again by your sides. A little bit different version of the curl. We're gonna take it to the side diagonal, palms up, nice and slow, up for 2. So we call this palm up curl, right? A little bit more of a standard curl, but now I'm chiseling out that more visible part of your bicep. The one where I'm waving to you, or if I have a nice sexy top on, you can see those nice strong lean arms. One more slow, up for 2. Last one, let's take it faster. Shoulders all the way down. Now remember, I know, trust me, my biceps are on fire too. I'm gonna take this upper range. If you need to, upper range. I'd rather you stay in the set with me than come out of it, because you wanna build that endurance, that strength. You wanna get your body to that point where you're like, oh man, I don't know if I can keep going any further, but know that you have the power, the control to keep going. Now stay in this upper range. You're gonna alternate right and left. But look, I am not moving. The water behind me and that beautiful view is moving, but I am not. I am totally still, using my abdominal wall, the control in my upper body to keep it nice and still. Now I'm gonna take it all the way down. And now the cool part about doing these versions of biceps, if you're familiar with our technique, so I'm taking it all the way down, making it a little tougher. You can also add positions such as a wide second. And that's also gonna get into your thighs, right? So make it just a little bit tougher if you wanna add that little extra bit of heat. And let's take your arms to the front. Last little bit for those biceps. You know I've gotta end with a sizzler, low range thighs, halfway. Now remember, this wide second is an option. If this is a little too much, just come to your feet standing. And your hands can come either out to the sides, but I like elbows in nice and tight because that's what really chisels out that bottom of the bicep. So try to keep your elbows in as tight as you can. You're almost there. Bend your knees, chest is open. Take a deep breath. If your arms feel like that they are about to fall off, you are doing it right. You have 2 more. Last one. All right. Take your hands by your sides. Roll your shoulders back. We are not done. We've got a lot more to hit. So we're going to incline your chest forward for me. Take your palms right in front of you. My palms are going to face up. You're going to row in and stretch. So what's important about a row? Not only does it get the biceps, right? So we've already hit the bicep with all of our curls, but this also gets your upper back, your posture. There's nothing more important than having good posture because that's what gives you control over your abdominal wall. That's what gives you control over being able to venture out and do any fun treks or any fun fitness activities. Maybe it's even just playing with your kids. But all of these strengthening upper body moves are going to help make your life easier. Now from here, different version of a row. Palms are in, narrow row is what we call it. You stretch your arms out, pull your elbows back. I will tell you, not only are my biceps burning, but my upper back, my lats, my pectoral muscles in the front here are nice and open in terms of posture, and my elbows come right behind me to squeeze my shoulder blades. Stretch, bend, 2 more, stretch, bend. Last one. We gotta hit our third version of row. Palms down, elbows up wide. That gets that last little bit in our shoulder, so you get all of the definition, all of the strength in your shoulder girdle. Very important in terms of maintaining stability in your shoulders. 2 more here. Last one, bring your palms down, elbows in. We're gonna take a little combo. Row from here, keep your elbows here. Tricep kick back, in and then back to your row. So we're just gonna start implementing the back of the arm, one of the most neglected muscles in your body. Stretch, pull, kick back. Now we're only here for 30 seconds. That's it. And then we're gonna finish out with some more kickbacks. So stay with me, almost there. So we got the front of the arm, your upper back, your shoulders, every inch of your body is working. Last one, close your elbows in, chest open. Make sure those knees are bent. Tricep kick back. So just stretch and bend. Now this is very important. The weight has to stop at your hip. You might be saying, why is it important? I thought tricep kickbacks were supposed to come up here. Well, the truth is you want it to stop at your hip so that you're not using momentum. You're using the strength in the back of your arm. Even the simplest of exercises can be tough if you do them correctly. So stay with me. You've got it. You have 2 more. Last one. Take your weights down. Roll your shoulders out. I'm breathing heavy. I know you must be too. Here's our burnout. So we're going to take all our moves, combine them into 2 sections. First section, soften your knees. Elbows come up to shoulder level. Little shoulder presses. Press, press. All right, remember we started our workout with this. We started our 10 minutes with this. Soften your knees. Take a deep breath. And then lower your elbows down to waistline. 15 seconds of curl. So like a last little burnout, remember we did 2 versions. You have the option to do hand palm in, or if you want to do palm out. And I also gave you a ton of versions within our first 10 minutes. So if you need to reference back, find a version of curl that you maybe want to work on, maybe make a little tougher, then you can do it. Let's get that row in here though. Palms face each other, arms out, elbows back, tricep kick back. So that combination of the pattern. You're getting your row, so that means back muscles, and your kick back, backs of the arms, that most neglected muscle. You are almost there. I am really feeling that heat in my arms and my back and my triceps. Tell you what, this beautiful scenery, this wind, this weather is the most motivating thing to really help you feel good, get in shape. But let me help you bring that motivation to wherever you're working out. You have 2 more. Stretch, in, stretch, bend. Last one here. Hold your arms in that kick back. I want tiny bend presses, tiny. Now we can't forget about that little bit of cardio that of course we need to get, so I want a tiny bend of your legs. Bend, bend. I am burning so much. I almost wish I had lighter weights. Maybe next time I do my workout, I'll be a little bit stronger, so then I'll be able to make it even a little bit heavier if I can. You have 4, 3, 2, last one. Weights down by your sides, shoulders back. 1 more of that exact same thing. Start with that shoulder press. Squeeze elbows in, tiny little pulses. This is your last little bit, your burnout, your finish line. When you see a finish line, what do? You sprint, right? You run. Let's alternate right and left. Tiny little switches. Don't let those elbows come up too high. Oh man, my shoulders are burning. Take a deep breath. You have 4, 3, stay in that alternating mode. Curl, 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 right? So we had just regular pulses, and now we're alternating right and left, challenging your abs, challenging your balance, challenging your coordination. You have 4, 3, stay with your palms facing each other, row, row, row. Now watch my shoulders, they're not moving. Totally, totally still. And you have options. Remember you saw me do options? Palm down is a wide row. Maybe even step your feet just a little bit wider. Switch, switch, switch. All right, we got that kick back. My favorite, pull those elbows in, kick back. Try to make it back. Squeeze those elbows nice and tight, maybe tiny little pulses. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh man, I'm gonna wanna take a dip in this river when I'm done. I'm so sore and I'm so sweaty and hot. You have 4, 3, 2, last one. Shake it out. Great job, and I hope to see you soon.